welcome to Unravel Solutions Knitting Podcast, episode 5. My name is Anita. Today's Friday, September 5th, 2025. My name is Anita. I'm from the East Coast of the US. If you want to follow me on my journey, feel free to subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram as @UnravelSolutions. On this episode, I'll be talking about August stats, September Bujo pages. There's no FOs this episode, but I do have plenty of whips. I'll also be talking about what I've been watching, what I've been listening to, and at the end I'll be talking about some esports tournaments. Okay, so August stats. This is my August calendar. So my daily knitting tracker, I filled it out. And then August overview. Let's see, where is it? Okay. So in August, I did not listen to any audiobooks. Here's what it looks like. This is August down here. This is what it looks like. So in August, I didn't finish any audiobooks. I got 3 FOs done. 1 was a sock, 1 was a hat, and 1 was a sweater. And then a year in yardage. So this is what my year in yardage looks like. I used up 1,734 yards. In July I did a bit more, but yeah, I got quite a bit done in August. Okay, so now September bullet pages. So this is my September calendar. September goals. This month I decided to do my goals different. I decided to do knit 10 rows a day of these projects. That's what my September goals looks like. And then the daily knitting tracker. This is what my September daily knitting tracker looks like. So I'm slowly filling that out. Okay, so those are my that's my bullet journal. Now on to whips. So the first whip I'll be showing is the cable heart socks. I designed this pattern myself. I don't think I'm gonna publish the pattern because I was looking through Ravelry and I saw someone use this cable heart pattern and it looks almost identical to this one, and I was like, I don't think it'd be a good idea to publish mine. But this is what it's looking like. I was at 4 hearts the last month. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like right down here. So I put in 2 hearts in the past couple of days. These 2 hearts. And then I finished the gusset decreases. So I'm at 32 stitches on both sides of the magic loop, on the magic loop needles. I have 32 stitches on each side. And I've been trying to do 12 rows a day. So it's 1 pattern repeat is 12 rows. So I've been doing 1 heart a day. And I did 2 days for 2 hearts. So today's gonna be the 3rd heart. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's only 8 total hearts for the length of my foot. Or in total. Like for the leg and the foot, it's 8 hearts. That's what I did for the first sock. Here's the first sock. It's not stretched out. Cause I didn't block this one. I don't think I'm gonna block them, wet block them. I think I'm just gonna put them on and let my foot block them. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I finished one sock, almost done with the other one. It's gonna be like maybe next, I think this week this upcoming week I'm gonna finish them. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll put them over there. And then my next whip is the Teroldego by Caitlin Hunter. These were knit up in, this shawl is knit up in a 3.5 millimeter needle using fingering weight. So this is what the shawl is looking like. It's tangled. I've been doing 10 rows a day on the shawl, and I've got like one more day of the lace to finish it, to finish the lace. And this is what the lace is looking like. Isn't that pretty? There's like little baubles. There's like little baubles in there. But the lace is so pretty. So when I last showed this, I put a marker on. I was right here when I last showed it, and I got all of this done. It's very pretty. I love this shawl. So I'm using, this yarn is Malabrigo sock, and this color is teal feather, this color is Turner, and this color is fuchsia. Yeah, it's turning out really nice. I'm so close to being done. Oops. I'm very close to being done. Like I have a couple more rows of the lace, and then it's stockinette for a couple of rows in the teal feather, and then you finish off, I think, with ribbing in the teal feather as well. So can't wait to finish. So I think I'm gonna finish this also by next week. So you'll see an FO on in episode 6. So there's that one. And then my next whip is the Pink Velvet by Andrea Mowry. It's in this bag. I started the second ball of charcoal. This is charcoal. This is Cascade Heritage charcoal. And this is my contrast color. And this one is, what is this one? This one is Dream in Color Smushy Sonoran Magic. Yeah, this is what it is. So I tried this on, and I was gonna block it, but I decided against it. I think I'm gonna finish the body and then block it and then try it on. and take pictures, but I did try it on while I'm working on the body to like make sure the sleeves, like I was worried that this part of the sleeves, the underarm was gonna be too tight, but it turned out really, I tried it on and it turned out all right. It turned out good. So this is what it's looking like. I split for sleeves, and now I'm working on the body. It fits really well. It doesn't scrunch up too much because in the yoke, but it looks really good. It looks really good. I love these two colors together. These two yarns. I love these two yarns together. It's very pretty. So this is being worked in a 3.5 millimeter needles, and the yarn is fingering weight. So that was the pink velvet. My next whip is a new whip. It's in this bag. It's a Christmas present for my brother. I'm making him a shawl. And this is the Destination Unknown by Cheryl Faust. It's being knit up in a 3.5 millimeter needle with fingering weight yarn. These two are the colors. This one is Cascade Heritage Real Black. And this one is Malabrigo. Is it Ultimate? Hold on, let me check. No, this one is Malabrigo Sock in the colorway Alice. So I'm using these two together, and it's a mosaic knitting pattern. This is what it's looking like. So pretty. I actually might think I might keep this one for myself. I don't know, I haven't decided. If I like it too much, I'm gonna keep it because it's really pretty. I asked my mom to help me pick out the contrasting color, and she picked this one out, and I think she picked well. I was gonna pick a lighter gray, but the lighter gray was a little purple, but I think this one is a little purple too. This one's very pretty. I'm doing like 16 rows a day on this one, and it's going by. I'm enjoying this one. This one's a very fun knit, but I have to like sit down and pay attention to the pattern. I haven't memorized the pattern yet, so I have to like sit down and read the pattern to do the knitting. But yeah. So all of these bags, I've made these bags. These are, I found the pattern, the sewing pattern on Pinterest. It's a box bottom drawstring project bag. And I made all of them. I made this one. This one's really old. This one's gotta be like 12 years old by now. And I made this one. This one's got cats in it, cats in yarn. Who doesn't love cats in yarn? And I made this small one. This one has a handle on it. This one for sock knitting. And I made this one. This one has cats and pumpkins. I got all the fabric from Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. I made this one. This one's got knitting sheep. Knitting sheep. I love this one. I made this one recently. I didn't have enough project bags for big projects, for sweater projects. And I was like, I need to make 2 more bags. So I made this one and this one like a week ago. So these 2 are new. So, okay. So my next whip is in this bag. And this is the Voyage cardigan by Woolen Pine. And this is knit with a 3.5 millimeter and a 3.75 millimeter needle using fingering weight. So this one is a stash buster. These are the next colors I'm using for the cardigan. This is my main color. This one is Malabrigo Ultimate Sock Sunset. I love this color. This is gonna be the button band, the hem, and the sleeves. So the body of the cardigan is knit in color work, but I'm using scrap yarn to work up the color work, and you knit it in the round because you're gonna steek it. So it's a steeking cardigan, and this is what it's looking like. Oh, I gotta show you this. I put my autumn, it matches with the bag. So you see cats and pumpkins, and this is the cat and pumpkin needle stopper, and then a stitch marker, and then these cat with ears, these stitch markers too, these silver ones. So this is what the cardigan's looking like. Let me show you. The one thing that I'm gonna hate is all the loose ends. But they said that you change colors in the middle of the steek so that you don't have to worry about the ends when you cut it. So this is what it's looking like right now. This is the first pattern this is the first color work. So I used, what was this color? I think this was Malabrigo Teal Feather. And this one was an opal yarn for the design. It looks a little, I think far away you can see it better. But yeah. So I'm very excited for this one. This one the ribbing took me like 3 days to do. It was, I hate doing ribbing, and it was 1x1 ribbing, and I hate doing 1x1 ribbing. I prefer doing 2x2 ribbing, but I was like, I'm gonna stay in pattern, and so I sucked it up and I did 1x1 ribbing, but it was annoying. So this is the Voyage cardigan. I'm just starting it. So I'm excited for that one. I'm using a bunch of scrap yarn. This one is Madeline Tosh. This one is Malabrigo. This one's a mystery yarn. This one's a mystery yarn. This one's Malabrigo. And then this one is Madeline Tosh. I'm just using yarns that are scrap yarns. I have like 5-gallon bags. This one isn't a gallon bag, but I have 5 big gallon bags in a basket, and I'm just pulling out colors that look good together. So these are the next couple of colors that I'm using in the cardigan. So there's that one. And my last whip, I haven't cast this one on yet, but I do want to show the yarn. So my next whip is the R. I know the T is silent. It's French. Nouveau by Elenor Mortensen. It's in this bag. And I'm using these two colors. So this one's my main color. This one's my contrast color. This one is Cascade Heritage Dark Plum, I believe. And this one is Emma's Yarn Beautifully Basic Mermaid Tavern. So it's a colorwork sweater. I believe it's worked top down. And so I think you cast on with this one and then work in the color work. I haven't read the pattern. I printed out the pattern, but I didn't read the pattern and I didn't cast on. I think I'm gonna cast on in like 5 days. When I finish my Teroldego and my cable socks, when I finish those two projects, I'm gonna cast this on. That's the plan. Okay, that was all my whips. Now, what I've been watching. We're on the last season of Prison Break, season 5. I'm in the middle of season 3 of Mr. Robot. And for anime, we just finished season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. There's only 2 seasons out. We're waiting for the 3rd one. And we're gonna start Demon Slayer season 2. I think season 2 is, I think it's called the Mugen Train, if I remember correctly. And it's a movie, but on Netflix it says it's season 2. I don't know why it says that. Anyway, what I'm listening to for the audiobook I'm listening to, I started A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I read the first one, I think, in February, and I enjoyed that one. And now I'm listening to the second book. And so far it's pretty good. So for this month's song on repeat, this is new. The song on repeat so I've been like, I do this thing where I'm starting a yearly playlist. I have a yearly playlist going, and these are the songs I play on repeat for the entire month. Now these are the songs so far. I have a thermal printer, and I've printed out the cover of the song, but I haven't done that for these, and I'm missing July. I wasn't listening to any music on July, so that one's I don't know. I'm not filling that one out. So this month's song on repeat is Phenomenon by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. It's a good song. I love that song. It's so good. So that's everything. So if you don't care for esports, thank you for stopping by and watching episode 5. Feel free to subscribe. And thank you for joining me on this knitting journey. Okay, time for esports. So for the esports segment, I'll be talking about the Tekken World Tour and the finale of the Esports World Cup. So there have been dojo events for the Tekken 8, for the Tekken 8 World Tour. The dojo events are smaller events, and you can gain points for the TWT, but I haven't been watching them. I'm almost always tuned into the Challenger, the Masters, and the Masters Plus events, which in the past few weeks there have been none. So I'm mentioning the events that will be streamed coming up in the next few weeks. So the first one is the Tekken Nexus 2025 in India. This will be this weekend, September 6th to the 7th, and it's a challenger event. The next one is UFA 2025, another challenger event in France, and it will be September 12th to the 14th. The Masters event Punishment 4 in Bolivia will be September 20th to the 21st. Capetown Showdown 2025, a challenger event in South Africa, will be September 27th to the 28th. Our third and last Masters Plus event, EVO France, will be October 10th to the 12th. I'm looking forward to these. I'm going to be watching them. So tune in next episode to see who won. Or, tune into the events. So the last day of the Esports World Cup was August 24th. For Street Fighter 6, the champion for the Street Fighter 6 event was Xiaohai, winning against Blaz in a tense grand final. Xiaohai was actually last year's 2024 Esports World Cup Street Fighter 6 victor. So against all odds, he won again. Congrats to Xiaohai. Good for him. He won again. They also announced the winner of the Esports World Cup Club Championship. Congrats to Team Falcons winning again. They won twice already. They won twice in a row. They won again this year. And they won the first prize of $7 million. That's crazy. Second place was Team Liquid. Third place was Team Vitality. I was rooting for all of those. But I'm happy to see that Team Falcons won, especially after the Overwatch team had won the Overwatch mid-season event, and they were the last chance qualifiers, so they won an additional $50,000, which was crazy. I was rooting for them. I was like, that was my team. So then, towards the end of the ceremony stream, they announced next year's event, the Esports Nations Cup, where countries will enter to compete in video games. I'm very excited to see how this event will go in November 2026. Hyped! I'm so hyped for the Nations Cup, Esports Nations Cup. Okay, that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you get a lot of knitting done, a lot of crafting done, and I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.